Hello everyone. Hi guys. Welcome
Hello.
back. So first of all, we have a lot to discuss today, but among all the stuff we have changed some of our setup on OBS. So hopefully you should hear us a little bit better, I believe, but you'll tell us. Simone, try to speak. Let us hear your voice.
I'm here. I hope that you can hear me a little bit better than usual, since we try to use OBS a little bit better, but we are still learning. As you know, sounds a bit Italian. That's true.
Yeah,
It's
that's
probably
that's an improvement.
Yeah, it's a plus. It's a plus.
Yes, it's a feature, not a bug.
Yes, it's not an issue.
Cleaner. Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
much
I'll take
clearer.
that.
I know. I forget to shave, but I will. I will soon because it's still very hot here in Italy. So I need to in order to survive.
As you know, we are currently on a crowdfunding campaign on BackerKit with Memento Mori. Memento Mori is going great. We are entering the final week just today.
We are about to unlock another stretch code. It was
no.
stuck the campaign since this morning. That
Why do we
it
unlock
took
stretch code?
me
But this
like
is not a
600
live.
euros in the
This
last
is
30
crazy.
minutes.
But this is not a live stream about Memento Mori.
No.
This is a live stream because due to all the Memento Mori fuss, a lot of you are asking then what about Household? What about Outgunned Superheroes? What about Twilight Sword and all that stuff? You know, because of course when you launch a campaign there is a lot of, you have the spotlight on you, and so people naturally remember stuff that they have to receive or that they are waiting for, and they start asking questions. So we decided, why don't we shuffle the card a little bit and do an update during the Memento Mori campaign about the other products, about the other projects, the other games that we have in store. So maybe we can answer to all of those questions. First things first, we are going to start to talk about Household Volume 2, which is the next project that we are going to actually deliver. And then we are going to talk about Outgunned Superheroes, which is next in line. And then, of course, we are going to start a discussion about Twilight Sword, which is the game that we announced together with Free League during this last Gen Con, I believe 3 weeks ago. Probably.
Yes.
Times work
Yes.
differently
3
during a
weeks.
crowdfunding campaign.
Exactly 3 weeks ago.
So, first of all, let's start with Household Volume 2. So, as you know, we have crowdfunded Household almost a year ago, which means that we are just about to deliver the PDF and then to send out the printed, books. First things first about Household is that we promised to deliver the game by the end of December 2025, and
Yes.
it looks to me like there should be no issue, meaning
Yes.
that most of you should receive their Household original Household, not Adventures in the Household, that's due on
Yes.
March 2026, but the original edition of Household Volume 2, you should receive it before Christmas, in time for Christmas. Of course, there is still a little bit of time.
Yes.
There's a lot of things that can happen when you
That
produce.
are happening in the world.
Yes.
For now, we are.
So especially if you live in the United States, things are changing. We are following everything. I don't know why we are following, because things continues to change and they will continue to
So
change
fast.
up until the delivery day. But it looks like everything should be delivered on time. I mean, everything will be produced in time, and
yeah.
we will ship everything in time. Hopefully, everything will arrive in time. Uh, right now, I don't see any issue in the timeline, so that's good news. Talking about PDF digital release, and this is
Let's start with
yes.
what's its nearer today, meaning the digital version, the PDF of Household Volume 2.
So, thank you, Jay. And we really, we simply try, I have to say, I don't think that we are extremely good at what we do, but I do think that we are extremely real with our timelines, with our promises. If we promise December, is because we believe in November, not because we believe maybe January, let's say December looks better. So we just try to be real. And up until today, I can say that we have almost no delays in our campaign, only a matter of weeks. Right now, of course, since the delivery is going to happen on Christmas, we are preoccupied, over involved, because we understand that 24th of December and the 1st of January makes a lot of difference, because that's Christmas present or next year. So we are trying to be extremely, not even a week late, but things are happening. We will see. I'm positive.
By the way, just to give you a couple of updates, of course, the PDF that we will talk about it, but the production of the object is ongoing. Dices and pouches and scrolls are basically ready. Will be in a matter of 1 or 2 weeks, so very good on that point. And we, of course, are about to start production of the paper, the printed stuff. That, as you know, it's growing and growing and growing. As we will talk about in a moment, these books are becoming bigger and bigger every time we look at them.
I have right here, the prototypes of the dice. Pretty happy with the results. We were, as always, when you work with green and yellow, you have to match the exact hue that you're looking for, in order for the colors to strike, to be easily readable. I think they did a great job on the dice. I also have here.
I have mine. The scroll.
The dice scroll.
Some of you, we got one sample at Gen Con. Some of you see this live.
So this is the scroll, so you can put all your household or adventures in the household dice in. Extremely happy with this, and we should have the coins fairly soon to show you in another live stream. So pretty happy with everything. And by the way, Gen Con was great. Always have the best time in Gen Con. And if you are looking to find us and say hello, know that we will be in Essenspiel this year, and we will also
2nd to 26th of October, something 23, 26, I don't remember. Last weekend of October will be in Essenspiel.
So, and we will also be in PAX Unplugged in Philadelphia.
Yes, in November. I don't remember the days. Somewhere in November. Whatever.
So so busy year as always. As we talk about also, let me show you some of the art. If you are on the Discord server, you have seen most of this, but if you are not, if you are busy with your life or don't follow the Discord server that much, for example, this is one of the art made by Daniela for Household Volume 2. She's Beatrice Toe, and Beatrice is the leader, the first warrior of the Thorn Guard. So that that's kind of the outside equivalent of the Cinder Knight of the house. She's one tough Vargas. I'm in love with this specific piece of art, but there's a lot of good art in Household Volume 2. As always, I think we did a better job than Household Volume 1, which was not easy, if you ask me. But not only Daniela, all the artists involved have done an amazing job. We have introduced you to Pedristo, who is a bar guest, but also, and I want to say she's one of the good guys. There are not good and bad guys in Household, but she's working for the independence of the Brambles from the household, the domestic empire. So she's fighting for freedom. That's kind of make her one of the good guys in our opinion. But yes. Also, we have introduced you to another bar guest who is not one of the best guys. So here he is. He's Theodore Knox, and Theodore Knox.
Look at him. It's not that. I mean, there are not good and bad guys in Household, but he's one of the bad guys. I mean,
yeah, he's a boggart, not a Bogart, sorry, a boggart and a capitalist, and he's the Anjin daimyo, the foreign daimyo of Fukami, that is the prefecture of origami, the prefecture of paper in the backyard. So in the shogunate of the Silver Blade, in the backyard where the Shinigami lives, there are 5 daimyos who control all the different prefectures, the different regions of the backyard. One of them is Theodore Knox. He's, as you can see, is the only one who's not a Shinigami, so that's why they call him the Anjin daimyo, the foreign daimyo. And he's also a dirty capitalist who is exploiting origami masters. Yes, to make some money. So pretty much the bad guy from Blue-Eyed Samurai. Yeah, that kind of person. I think it fits. By the way, we all loved Blue-Eyed Samurai. Great source of inspiration, great, just piece of art. But there are also other daimyos in the backyard. My favorite one, is the daughter of a very important Shinigami and of a Fey rebel. So she's born from different folk. Now, usually when people are born from different folks, that means that they belong to the folk of their mother. But in this case, this particular daimyo actually belonged to the folk of her father, because she's a Shinigami. And I'm talking about Yurei Midori, or as she's mostly known as Val Tarnish, the leader of the Tarnished Samurai. So yes, one of my favorite NPCs, historical character in Household Volume 2. Again, art by Daniela Giubellini. Amazing piece. I'm in love with everything about this piece of art. Any plans for Household Volume 3? Yes, but I will need a 20-year vacation before I start talking about.
Yes, she has some fairy-like features, as you can see from the face, but she's a Shinigami, done and done. So her hereditary contract is 100% Shinigami, as we said, as Verasper said in Household Volume 2. Usually, when someone is born from parents from 2 different folks, vast majority of the case, he or she got the hereditary contract from their mother. There are exceptions, of course.
And as you can see, she looks like someone who can order someone else to kick your ass, but she's actually someone who can kick your ass herself without any assistance. So that's the kind of character. Not one of the good guys, not one of the bad guys. I believe Voltarnish is as grey as it's kind of a Tristan Delarme from Household Volume 1. She's our outside Tristan Delarme, I believe. There's
Yes,
that kind of
somehow,
vibes.
yes, of course, she's a force for balance, as you can see. She has greater purpose and object in mind, but can easily be an ally for all the characters that are doing something very important in the backyard, but can also be very fearsome foes, especially a tarnished samurai.
But there are not only historical characters in Household, there are also playable characters in Household Volume 2. Our favorite are probably the criminals that you can see here. Here you can see 4 different characters that I believe best represent all the different possibilities of Household Volume 2, because on the bottom we got Jiroku Sensei, who is a ninja. Oldest playable characters in Household is more than 60, and he's a new character, new criminal vocation, the ninja, introduced in the Long Winter for the first time. And then we've got clockwise, we've got Gunther Lichtmann, who you know from Household Volume 1, but now he got a different, a completely different character sheet, because he has, as you can see from his clothes, he's moved to the backyard and is kind of a different character altogether. Then we got Sienna Blackwell, Bogart. She's the same Sienna that you know from House of Volume 1, just advanced to Volume 2. And then
expanded a criminal operation in the garden, basically.
Yes, and then we've got Pascal Demarteau, and Pascal, he's a fugitive. He was in the Tour Noir trials. He was found guilty to be a 3-star, so a terrorist basically. He was not. He was working for a 3-star without knowing it, but he lost everything, and now he lives as a bandit, as a fugitive in the garden. And Pascal will be what we call a wanderer character. So he's got not a fixed storyline in the Saga of the Long Winter, but he will be one of those characters, like if you remember Achilles or Petrolio or Vega or Meisong, that you can put whatever you want inside the saga. So I believe they represent well all the possibilities offered by Household Volume 2, and also they do look cool. I mean,
so how about character and advancement? Are there more chapters, or do we need to reset the character for Book 2? There are more chapters. Book 2 advanced chronologically, so you will have new chapter 6 and chapter 7 to play and to further advance your character.
And chapter 6 and chapter 7 will both be divided into 4 paragraphs, and each of these paragraphs represents a season outside of the house. So we start with chapter 6, Winter, which is 2 years after the event of Volume 1. So chapter 6, Winter and Spring and Summer and Autumn, and then we go to chapter 7, Winter, Spring, Summer and Autumn, and then the epilogue is the final winter of the Long Winter. So yes, and you will advance after each paragraph, not after each chapter. So since paragraphs are longer, you will advance more often than what you did in House of Volume 1. So yes, so there is a lot of room for advancement in Volume 2 as well. But when are you going to receive your House of Volume 2 in PDF? That's the real question that we want to answer today, and the answer is, Simone?
Next week.
And on?
I don't remember.
Monday. On Monday, so
same day.
it's pretty soon. On Monday, like at this hour, whatever hour this is
Yes,
in your time zone, but
more or
in just
less
3 days.
a usual update hour, more or less 6 p.m. Central European Time, whatever that means where you live. But on Monday, we will release the complete PDF of Household
Also Volume
Volume
2.
2.
Not the saga, just Household Volume 2. So, first things first, it will be a beta version. What does that mean? It means that the beta version will miss some of the art. We are talking 4-5 pieces, not 100, of course. They are not quite ready, so we are delivering this beta PDF without some of the art. It's going to it's been proofreaded, but we are still looking for typos proofreading. Since we have a very tight deadline, we decided to give you a beta version so you can possibly help us and find some more typos, inconsistency, thing that you don't understand. So please, we'll make an update on Monday. Send us an email if you find typos or if you want to report something that you find odd. So yes, that's going to be a beta version only for our backers. And a month from that, so around second half of September, the books will go actually on drive-thru so that people can purchase them.
Excuse me a moment, Rigo. For Italian friends that are
Yes.
following us, I will translate briefly and I'm back. Stiamo dicendo che il PDF per i Baker di Household Volume 2 uscirà lunedì, quindi tra 3 giorni, 4 giorni, sempre verso le 6 di sera, ora italiana. Per ora uscirà solo ai Baker perché è una versione in beta. Mancano ancora circa 4-5 art da mettere e ovviamente non è la versione super definitiva, soprattutto per quanto riguarda il ricontrollo dei testi che c'è stato, ma è ancora in corso quello definitivo, ma vogliamo rilasciarlo il prima possibile, anche perché ci fa piacere condividerlo visto che esiste, e perché prima che vada in stampa, circa fra 4 settimane su per giù, potreste anche darci una mano a mandare in stampa la migliore versione possibile del libro. Grazie. Back to the English.
So, I want to show you something new about Household, something that I wanted to show live, and then we can move to some announcement regarding this project. So, you know that in the backyard there are four daimyos and the Shogun, and the Shogun is the leader of the Shinigami, the leader of the Shogunate of the Silver Blade. And this Shogun is Yokai Yorogumo. And Yokai Yorogumo is a very mysterious character because actually, until today, none of you have ever seen a picture of Yorogumo. You have seen somewhere some glimpses of the Knight of Thorns. You have seen a glimpse of Sage Cagliostro, for example. You have seen Titania, light art. You have seen most of the leaders of the outside and inside nation, but you have never seen the Shogun. And yes, for people are asking, Adventures in the Household is not ready yet because it will be developed on Household. So they are starting basically. They are starting
Jacob
the
was
conversion
waiting for us to finish with the Household Volume 2.
last month.
Our goal is to deliver the Volume 2 of Adventures in the Household before the end of the year. So somewhere between late November and early December. But we will talk about it in a couple of months.
So, actually, you have seen a glimpse of Yorogumo, and this was everything that you know about Yorogumo. So you have seen this shape in the history of, or in the art for the Household history, and many of you were misled by this picture, because in this picture it looks like Yorogumo is extremely tall, but I have to tell you that she's actually sitting on a throne in this particular image, in this particular silhouette. So without further ado, let me show you the real yokai Yorogumo, the daughter of yokai Akuma, who is the founder, who was, before he died, the founder of the shogunate of the Silver Blade in the backyard. And here she is, Shogun Yorogumo. I always have to stay silent for people who are catching up with this live stream. After the live, there is a little bit of delay, so I have to wait for the chat. So, a classic feature of the yokai family and of certain Shinigami is that some of them, you know how Lua are, they come in all shapes and sizes, and some Shinigami have the head that is as big as the rest of their body, like the greatest samurai of the ancient time, yokai Akuma. And Yorogumo has inherited this kind of shape from her father before she killed him. So yes, I appreciate that people are.
She's not very. She's short, but it's not incredibly short.
160 in
yes,
so
we know she's shorter than an average fairy, which are more or less human size. So yes, she's short, but like Priscilla short. I don't know if you played the Saga of a Giant Beast. So something we already see.
One last thing about household. We come to the reveals. We got reveals for everything today, but let's start with household. So what happened? What we noticed is that when we went to Gen Con, there are a lot of people who are struggling to find household. A lot of people who came to us because they're looking for Household Volume 2 or the pre-order, at least from Household Volume 2. They were looking for the accessories like this one, who was an exclusive of the campaign and that now you can't find anywhere, or the dice, even the dice from the first campaign, they are not available anywhere. The dice pouch, the coin, there are a lot of stuff that is not available anymore. And since the pre-order store from Household Volume 2 is closed, people are struggling to find them even for pre-order. So and this also happens, I have to say, during the launch of Memento Mori, that people are looking for household in the Memento Mori campaign. They want us to add more stuff, more accessories. So basically what we decided to do is to launch pretty soon yet another household campaign, which will be called Household Collection 1 and 2 and will be available on Kickstarter. Now, first things first, if you are here, you probably backed Household already. There will be nothing new. You have everything. We are not launching another Household before we deliver what you have already ordered. So first things first, not a new campaign. But it will be a campaign with everything, and by everything I mean the Opera Omnia Volume 1, Opera Omnia Volume 2, Adventures in the Household Volume 1, Adventures in the Household Volume 2, the reprint of the classic dice, the new garden dice, and the 5e dice, and the dice scroll, and the miniature, and the coins, and the maps, and all that stuff. So it will be a chance to grab what you might have missed during the other campaign, or if there's something, maybe you wanted multiple dice, there's no way to grab them anymore. Maybe you wanted multiple coins or multiple, dice scroll. That's fine. You will find everything.
Yes, there will be the classic minis from the
Yes.
first household campaign. We will reprint that as well. Basically, we will reprint a lot of stuff because, really, guys, we are submerged of messages and people reaching to us because, of course, as you know, our reach is limited and we really thrive basically only during a campaign where we can pay for advertisements and be out there and share our games with a lot of people that may, of course, miss the small windows to actually buy a pre-order campaign. And since a lot of you asked, and since we are starting, as we thought, the actual production, and this is the perfect time to add something if somebody wants. We decided to give all those people, or all of you, if you lost some items that you really wanted, the possibility to jump ahead and to grab whatever you cannot find around.
And it will be a very brief, very short campaign, like 1 week, 10 days. There will not be many stretch goals, of course, but if they are, there will be digital things that we can give to all the previous bakers. If you are a previous all-in baker from Household Volume 2, there will nothing that you miss from this. There will nothing that we add to this campaign that you will say, oh, I need to take that like a stretch goal or something, a new coin, new dice. There will be not of that kind of things. Confused by the logo. This is the original.
This is the
logo.
original household logo. To be truth, we don't use it often since we made our international debut. But that was the logo on the very first edition of Household. So for us, this is the original logo.
Then it changed to the squared version of the logo, which is easier to use. But apart from the logo, so yes, this will be just, take it as a pre-order store, take it as an opportunity. If some of you are looking for Household Volume 2, are looking to pre-order some of the accessories, basically every combination will be available, even just taking only the accessories without the books. Everything that you want will be it's just the best thing we can do right now to reach the people who are looking for Household and are not finding it, because we do cool things, we do great, I believe, crowdfunding campaign, but still we are 4 or 5 people. We are extremely small. We are in Europe. We, especially in the United States, we cannot reach everyone. We try to go to convention, but 2 a year is the best we can do. So we decided, let's try to do, and this is something that we might do on a yearly basis from now on. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. That for games like Household that have a lot of accessories that are not available
easy
in
for
retail.
us.
Yes,
Right.
we might do this.
Thank you,
There
Jay.
is a question.
We know that, so, what we do, like over Omni, etc., are very for some store are pricey to have in store, so they prefer to order few copies. So that's a way for everybody living anywhere to actually take everything there is for Household.
I have to say that this is, thanks also for all the kind comments. I have to say that we are starting to embrace the fact that we are a crowdfunding company. That at the end of the day, what we know how to do is crowdfunding. We were born during the pandemic, especially, but we were born on crowdfunding, and we are not good with all the distribution and retail stuff. We are lucky enough to have Free League on board with at least Outgunned, and they will be on board on Twilight Sword 2, and they're helping a lot Outgunned to get to the store, get to the market. With Household, it's quite different, and there are different accessories. So it's it's worth a shot. But we are going to add one new thing to this household campaign. And this is something that I know we will regret doing because we have done it in the past and it's always a mess. But there are a lot of people asking, so
Yes.
we have decided to do this for this campaign. And it's simply going to be household art prints. It's going to be fancy prints of 6 different household subjects, 6 different art of Daniela's choosing. She has chosen 6 subject. I don't know what to say. So there will be 6 prints available. Hopefully, this will mean that this print will also be available when we go to conventions, that we can print some more and carry with them, carry them with us. This is something I am extremely skeptical
Yes.
about because they are a mess to ship, without ruining them. But a lot of people are asking about prints,
Yes.
so we decided
Really,
to
really
let's try to
really
use this
hard.
campaign to try. But this is something that you will also probably find in future household campaign, in future of our campaign. And by the way, let us know, please be vocal here on Discord. Let us know what you think about prints. If it's something that you find superfluous, if it's something that you find useful. I do like I have like here prints from my favorite authors, but I hate, we did them for our graphic novel Parsifal, and I hate to ship them because they get destroyed. You have to print 10 more than you actually sell because they always get smashed during the travel. So let us know. Thanks, Krelu. Why not combine artwork with household one? There is a combined artwork. There is already
The art of household that you may have bought during Household Volume 2 or Adventures in the Household Journey to the Garden will feature indeed art from both the Volume 1 and the Volume 2 and either. So yes, that's the format of an old art book we made just for the Italian audience a few years back, but the new one we are producing right now will feature art from all the household books.
And it's this kind of weird format that everyone will hate but me and Daniela, because it gives us an opportunity to make the art bigger and bigger and wider as it was intended to be seen.
Any idea when this campaign will be, for budgeting reason? Very soon.
Now, basically, it will be
Very, very soon.
very, very soon, like early September. We will have a date on Monday. Probably it will happen very, very soon, right after the end of Memento Mori. And that was the final news for Household. So again, nothing new no new books, no new accessories. But if you missed something, if you want some of the accessory, or if one of your friends is looking for Household, this will be the perfect chance to grab all of them. Moving on, we've got Outgunned. Yes. So, Outgunned Superheroes. You're doing alright, you seem a little burned out. We are burned out, I believe we are. First of all, we live in 2025, which means that if we got a job, we are burned out because that's our society.
You guys
works.
live out there, you know how is the situation right now. So it's not easy like to survive right now.
It's not easy, and also as we As we were saying, we are about to deliver Household Volume 2, and we are facing something that we shouldn't have done because it was stupid, which is a Christmas delivery. Now,
Yes.
usually, if you are a week late, that's not the end of the world. But if you are a week late and you miss a Christmas delivery, for us, it is a big deal because we know how much joy a game like Household can bring on Christmas. So we are working extra shifts to ensure that we can deliver it on time, given the current situation, especially in the United States, where you guys, honestly, you keep changing the rules
It's very hard
week
to
after
keep
week.
up.
It's hard to keep up. I mean,
We are embracing
not gonna lie.
you only live once philosophy with shipping in the United States. We will proceed like everything's planned, everything is proceed, we are fine, and we will see if something drastic will happen when we actually start delivering the package. It's no use for us to understand the situation right now because from now to the next 3 months, you know how many things happened in the last 3 months. Just to say.
There's a lot. By the way, fair question.
And also, it's very hot.
I don't. Yes,
It's
exactly.
hot,
I
right?
don't. I'm not upset about the question, but it's the real answer. If we look a little tired, if it's because we are a little tired, and that's the only answer I can give. So.
It's Outgunned Superhero landing time. Thanks, Grey Lion. It's true. Let's talk a bit about Outgunned Superheroes. What's happening? How are the works proceeding? And what you can expect when. It's very hot in here now. Speaking.
It's
more and
extremely
more.
hot. It's extremely humid. We had like
Yeah, no. I
rain
also have, like,
yesterday, and
dog
it only
outside
makes things worse.
barking, so I
Worst.
can at my window. It's hard to breathe.
Um,
Anyway.
So Outgunned Superheroes, where we are with Outgunned Superheroes. So I would say that the core book is ready. All the stretch goals are ready. We are in the process of translating it and doing the layout. But it's basically
Let's say the
Hello.
writing, at least our writing
Done.
in Italian language is done.
yes.
That's-
And also King of Ashes, which is the campaign for Outgunned Superheroes, like the short campaign for Outgunned Superheroes. It's also done and playtested. It's undergoing translation and
art,
layout and art, of course, right now. If the main reason why Outgun is not out yet, and it's, by the way, perfectly on time. We are not a day late with Outgunned Superheroes, but the only reason we are not delivering early is because Daniela is very busy with the new art for Household, because as we said before at the beginning of the live stream, Household is 100 pages longer than we actually advertised. So we promised, we sold you a 210 pages book, and the reality is 320 pages.
If you know the ratio of pages to art of an household book, you understand how much work for everybody is
Yes.
adding 100 pages.
Yes, apart from the art and translation layout, all the stuff that is currently ongoing, Superheroes is great. We have done all the stretch goals. We are very happy. Possibly the funniest. I cannot say the best Outgunned yet, because for me, Adventure will always be the best Outgunned because I love pulp adventure. But Superheroes is the
I prefer
funniest.
Superheroes.
Yeah,
Right now,
because
I-
it's
funny. It's so much fun.
not funny meaning silly, funny meaning it's fun to play.
Much
I
fun
don't
to
know how
play,
to say
fun
it in
to
English.
read.
So I
It
really,
was even fun to write, I must say.
it was fun to write.
That's
It
good.
was, and it's we still have to finish all the sorry, the action flicks. Still a lot to work on the action flick side, but you know, it's looking great.
That's fine.
Hi Katerina, by the way. We have shown you during a previous update the art for, I cannot say the name, but the art for the villain of
Yes.
King of Ashes. So it's going to be an armored villain, the villain for King of Ashes. But today I also have a new art that I wanted to show, something that Daniela managed to do among the household stuff, and something that I know many of you will appreciate. And they are the agents of Storm. And I don't remember the acronym for Storm, but let's pretend I'm saying
It's
like
very beautiful.
it's strategic and
Perfect.
tactical something and something with an M at the end. I don't know. I don't remember. So yes, Agents of Storm will be there to help you or hinder you. It depends on your side and you know on your version of Storm as you play Outgunned Superheroes. So yeah, I'm glad that Daniela managed to make this in time for the live stream. It's got, and by the way, our people are asking in the chat, our Hydra is called the Siren. So you've got the Storm, which are usually the good guys, and the Siren, who is the secret
Yeah, always.
organization that lurks in the shadow of the Storm. So other news about Outgunned Superheroes. Other than that, almost everything is ready. We aim to deliver October the
In
PDF.
October. Yes.
In October, we
second
should
half
deliver.
of October, you should receive both the Superheroes PDF and the King of Ashes PDF.
And the head of the Siren is a person, man or woman, we don't know, code name Hades. Hades, he's the mysterious guy / girl behind the Siren. But you will find out in October when we release Outgunned Superheroes, again just for backers, and then in November for everyone on drive-thru. So, about physical delivery of Outgunned Superheroes, if anything, we should be early. I'm not going to say that anymore because last time I jinxed it.
I mean,
It
it's
backfired.
planned to June next year. We are pretty sure that before the end of the year you will receive all the PDF of the book. I don't say all the digital stuff because I know things like the soundtracks need the time they need, of course. We cannot interfere with the art of Jeff Grammy that is handling the soundtrack. But yes, all the digital books, so including Action Flick Round 3, will arrive before the end of the year, and then we will progress for the actual delivery June 2026.
Or earlier. We will see. I'm pretty confident on how things are going with Outgunned Superheroes. So I think that's everything. Sorry, I also have to remind you that pre-orders for Outgunned Superheroes, which also include Outgunned Adventure and Classic Outgunned, everything that ever existed for Outgunned are currently available. You can go to www.truedelmice.net and there is a link to the pre-order store. It will be open for the next couple of months. But if you don't want accessories, if you just want the older books, please know that they are currently available on the Free League web shop.
Yes.
And by the way,
Tons of actual stores.
I don't know if you are a fan of Free League. I personally am. It doesn't get any less cool to say that Outgunned is available on their web. So each
very
time
proud.
I say it, it's always like the first time. I'm so thrilled that Outgunned is with them, is with Free League. And speaking about things with Free
With
League,
Free League.
we also have another little project coming, boiling up this year. This year marks 5 years of Two Little Mice as an RPG publisher, so we decided to celebrate this year with a lot of firsts. We call this the first five, because after 5 years, we are getting older. Some like Simone more than others, and it happens to the worst of us. And sorry, and we still want to prove ourselves and to you that we can do new stuff. So we decided to celebrate all the new things that we can do in 2025. So the first new thing that we want to do is a new game with new art style, a new layout, a new format, which is very weird, and also a new drum rolls system. And as many of you know, I'm talking about Twilight Sword, which for some reason doesn't work. Okay, let's try with this one. I believe there's a problem with the but we'll manage. Yes, as I was saying, I'm talking about Twilight Sword. Here is graphic with a logo that actually works. Damien, don't lie. You're going to hell. Twilight Sword, sorry. Enough being silly. Twilight Sword is a brand new game that we're about to launch together with Free League, and it's a game heavily inspired by Legend of Zelda, Ni no Kuni, all the amazing movie by Hayao Miyazaki and the Studio Ghibli. Also a lot of Final Fantasy, maybe not a direct reference, but something that we have in our background, in our blood,
Yes,
especially
yes.
Final Fantasy 9 in this case, if you are familiar. Yes, English and Italian. It will be a very different game for a number of reasons. So, yeah. First of all, let me find.
You have one?
Yes, here. First of all, weird format, weird ratio, because it's going to be shaped like this. And what's this? This is basically as tall as an Outgunned, but narrower. Is that a word?
I think thinner.
Thinner is narrower.
Smaller on one side.
Yeah. So as tall as Outgunned, but narrower. Isn't it a word? Okay, thank you. And why this peculiar form? Now this is a soft cover, kind of a brochure. This is something that
Will
we
be
gave.
bigger. The final book
Yes.
just.
The final book will be a
I know that
hardcover.
it's very, very, very beautiful RPG. That are like 12 pages.
But
It's
we
not
can
a-
do anything under 200 pages, so don't
No,
worry.
we tried.
Uh,
Every time.
It doesn't work.
We failed.
So this is something that we gave for free at Gen Con. It's just a preview that you can download from Free League. There is a link in their site to download this. There's no information about the system, just about the concept of the game. Why this format? Because this is actually half a square. Someone will call it a rectangle.
Not us.
And why it's half a square? Because when you open up, it's a perfect square, and everything in the layout is divided into smaller squares, and everything is made for extreme accessibility. accessibility, when you read it for the first time, you have all the information. You can, something that we do a lot, like you start reading and then you have to close it because you are supposed to do something else, but you are reading your RPGs, something that I do. So it will be easy to know where you are because everything is concentrated in a single square, but also maximum accessibility while you are playing. You need an information, you go to the specific square and you have everything in one square, or if we need a little bit more space, a rectangle. But this is usually for lists, not for rules. Will there be this booklet? I don't know, Simone. Will?
Yes, I mean I have to reprint them because we sold out at Schenk. But yes, of course I will bring some at Hessen just for you, Claude. No, I'm joking. I will bring several hundreds of them. Don't worry.
So yes, art on this one. The main art and the pengu and the kedi that you can see on my right are made by Daniela, who is, as you know, she can master any kind of art style, and so she decided to show off all of her skill and talent. Yes, she's doing most of the art. For example, this girl here, she's a Yuma warrior, and Yumas are like of the humans of this setting. We got a Kedi here with a cat folk, a penguin folk. There are also other playable kings in this game, but there is also some additional art, very important art from Lodovico Sartirana, who is doing most of the monsters, and he's doing an amazing job with all these kind of creatures. And also Donata Poli, who is doing the maps and some of the landscape. And maps are going to be very important into an exploration and traveling game like Twilight Sword. So yes, there is three different artists involved in Twilight Sword, but mainly as an art director, as you know, lead artist, as we say, there will still be Daniela, and I like to say it because many people didn't believe this was still Daniela, and because we are used to artists have their own kind of style, and like so you can get them, but Daniela, she's a trained classical artist, and she can change her style, and I believe she did a marvelous job in with this original concept for Twilight Sword. So what can we say that hasn't already been said about Twilight Sword? It will be a game where you, for some reason or another, you awake in a world that you either don't know or that is different from the one you know, because there is actually an evil guy. He is called Vardas, and Vardas is corrupting the world and setting the world into despair. Your job as a champion will be to fight despair and bring back hope to the land of Radia. Radia is the world where you live. It's not an isekai, it's just that your character doesn't know the current state of the world for a number of reasons. It depends. So it is focused entirely on accessibility, and by accessibility what I mean is that this will be easy to play, easy to explain, easily to introduce to new player, easy to grasp, easy to, you know, to set the mood so that everyone is playing the same movie, the same game, the same, you know, everything in their mind. what can we say about the mechanic of the game? First things first, what you have to understand about us, if you don't know our game, we do focus a lot on campaign mechanics, a lot um, you know,
How to
longer
handle.
mechanics rather than on how to throw dice. We that's what we like as game designers. We like to give you tools to build the narrative that you want, that you are trying to reenact, trying to live with this game. The first thing that we did was turn desperation, despair of the world, and the hope that you bring into physical stuff in the game. So hope will be both the level of advancement of the campaign and kind of your experience point. And everything that you do that brings,
Which you can advance, let's say.
so everything that you do that brings hope will make you advance. And once you have enough hope, you can finally open up the Dark Castle and face Vardas in the final battle. So that means that if you do kill a monster that's not doing everything wrong, you know, like they are on their own, you will not get any hope. You're not doing actually anything. Monster will come back. But if you defeat a monster who is scourging a land, or if you even help someone propose to their loved one, or if you plant a tree, everything that you do in this world to kind of eradicate desperation will give you hope and will make you advance. But cool thing is the world will be divided into regions. The regions are different collections of squares. Some are L-shaped, some are long, some are, you know, squared. And different region will have a level of desperation, a level of despair, and you can only achieve as much hope as the desperation level. So this will force you to travel throughout the world, to bring hope to all the world, to basically, you know, achieve your final goal of defeating the Scourge Vardas. The game will use D12s, and the reason is that D12s are the best Ds out there. There is no better die than a D12 because it rolls so smoothly while still keeping some mathematical coherency, unlike the bigger brother, the bigger, most famous brother, the D20, sorry. D12, it will be a roll under, so it's as easy as it gets. Number of ability scores from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. When you try something, you roll a D12, you are under your skill and you succeed. There is advantage, there is modifier, and all that stuff. So that's the basic of the game. But of course, there's going to be more than that, because there's going to be feats, there's going to be stamina, which of course stamina is a core mechanic in all the especially the new iteration of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. There will be elements and elemental damage. There will be magic, which is different from the usual feats, and items that will easily break. So there will be crafting of new stuff. There will be finding the perfect flaming sword and then getting it destroyed for, you know, after 1 or 2 strikes. So there will be what you expect from this Zelda-like experience.
No chicken this time, unless you want it.
So yes, we what we are aiming to do is to we said it during the presentation with Free League, we want to make a game that is as easy as possible but still got some meat on the bone. We feel that when people usually try to tackle the Japanese, you know, video game experience or anime experience for us, those games are either too crunchy because they got heavily into details, or they are too narratives because when a game gets to the cozy side, they usually become just a narrative play. What we are trying to do is have just enough meat on its bones that the game still is a full game with all the rules. It not relies too much on the narrative side, but also keeps that freshness, that accessibility that for us games like Legend of Zelda have mastered. And I believe that's what the Japanese are masters. With a game like they can do a game like Breath of the Wild, which is 100% Dark Soul, because Breath of the Wild is Dark Soul, and all the Zelda games are, or sorry, the other way around. All the Dark Soul are basically the original Legend of Zelda, and they can still make it feel cozy. They can still make it feel heartwarming and positive, and all that cool stuff that I believe we mostly need in 2025, going in 2026, because times are looking dire, and I think we can work with a little more positivity in our games, a little more hope, a little less despair. So yes, that's our idea. Here you go.
Yeah, I mean, Breath of the Wild is 100% Dark Souls. You are alone in a world where everything wants to kill you except a couple of villagers that are too scared to go out.
You don't know the map.
You don't. Monster that regenerates every some period. You don't have the flames or whatever. You
or
have
the blood moon or.
So yeah, it's basically that sort. But everything is positive. There's light.
So yeah, we'll see. You'll tell us if we manage to be on that thin line between not being overly OSR, overly crunchy, but not being overly narrative either. You will tell us if we did a good job, and you can tell us. I believe in October something. Don't quote me on this, but I believe in October we might be able to release a full quick start that will show you the monsters, the rules, the character sheet, which for us is the most important thing. And this will be crowdfunded together with Free League for the first time before the end of the year. So we got 2 more crowdfunding campaign to go, and people wonder why we are so tired. But I think this is the ups and downs of having the greatest job in the history of humankind. Like I still cannot fully grasp the idea that we make games and we talk about games for a living. And as always, when I do remember this, I want to say thank you for all of you for being here and allowing us to do this, because it's really cool.
Keep doing it. Can't wait to see what the all-in accessories will be for this. No, you are not ready.
We are making some cool stuff, and everything it's extremely oddly shaped. Yes, I believe that we are one thing that we are very good at is production. We have very like if you have Household or Memento Mori, we do cool stuff, and one of the best thing for us is questioning and pushing the boundaries, kind of limits of what you are expecting. There are some standard formats for cards, coins, books, and we want to really explore if these are the best solution. Like Twilight Sword, many people have told us before we announced this that this was an incredibly stupid format.
Yes.
But after we have done it, we have received nothing but compliments because it's very easy to read, because it's very easy to to find stuff. So you never know when you try something different. It does requires a lot. I have an amount. Sorry, a funny amount of prototypes for this little game, because we are testing how
YouTube.
long, for example, how long a book like this can be before it gets too complicated to flip through the pages. This is something that you have to address for a book this narrow. But it's always cool to try new stuff, and also to write rule that will have to fit in this square.
That's
That's
not
not
easy.
easy. But if a rule does not fit into a square, that means for us that rule is wrong, because it takes too many words to explain it. And there's for us, for games like this, if you take more than 10 minutes to explain it, if it takes more than 5 minutes to make a character sheet, that's wrong for this kind of game. So yeah. Thanks, friend. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys, so very much.
Really.
It's really really helpful for us to know that we can be there, announce a live stream, and 2 hours later, 4 hours later, there's 40, 50, 60 of you here talking with us, chatting with us, asking questions, and sharing information and opinion and such. It's a very special kind of community we have. So thank you.
So I think that's everything for today. We've been going on quite a while now. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you as always for bearing with our Italian accents, and thank you for being you and being with us. Hopefully with this other hopeful adventure that we are just about to embark on. Guys, we'll see you on Monday, Tuesday. We will see you next week to talk
Yes.
about the final days of Memento Mori, and go through all the
Probably
stretch goals.
on Tuesday. I don't know.
And stay tuned if you are an household backer or late backers of Household Volume 2, the original edition, not Adventures in the Household. If you are a backer, stay tuned, because on Monday, in approximately this hour, the same hour on Monday, depending on your time zone, you will receive the PDF for Household Volume 2 with too much stuff inside. 320 pages full of art and text, and all art love for this awesome game. We'll see you next time, guys.
Bye.